I think the girls with their nails done now.
Right, welcome to a new Ultimate Guide video, and in this one it's going to be on Provence. As you can see, it's 30 minutes long. It's an absolutely massive video. I've literally spent, because I've not found many, I found so many spots in this video in the last week. I've literally spent 10 to 15 hours finding some more of these spots for the ones which I didn't already know. So seriously, before you even watch this, or as soon as you see one spot that you like, or you think's cool, or you just, you know, whatever, just drop a like on the video for me straight away if you can, because I've literally put 20 hours in probably on finding all the spots. It's a 30-minute video, so it's just taking ages to edit, and basically the rest. So yeah, if you can drop a like on it straight away now, that'll be awesome. But if not, hopefully you will at some point. I'll get straight into trying to explain all the different spots and where they are on the map. If not, just look at the location on the bottom left on the mini-map and the name of the location. But hopefully the map's, you know, is familiar to you, and you should hopefully you can figure out where it is. Otherwise, the video will take way too long. But as you can see straight away in the first spot, and as you're going to see for the first half of this video, all the roof spots, so all the best and most interesting spots. Some of them you have got to use a tractor, so you've got to use a vehicle, but this either way I'm showing it's the ultimate guide, so I'm going to show all the spots possible. So all the rooftop ones at the start, and then in the second half will be loads of smaller, just easier, cool, interesting ones, maybe more useful, maybe not. But yeah, so the first one here, you can see you've got the building which you can enter near the roundabout in mid-map in Provence.
This is actually crazy.
Or at least in the mid-map of this section. And you can get on top of the building by obviously blowing it up and climbing on, as you saw. And you can jump around the corner and obviously grab onto the edge of the roof, and you can basically run across all the edges of all the rooftops in the building in the map, providing you can get high enough to grab over that invisible ledge. So yeah, so that was the first one. Second one, again, this is mid-map. This is the main house mid-map, which you can blow. All you've got to do pretty much in most of these buildings is just blow up that one corner, and you can climb up.
On this one.
So this is the map, the building mid-map. I don't think you can get on that balcony there. But there is a spot you'll see me bayonet charge to in a second, which is going to allow us to get onto all the rooftops in front of us. But there. So you want to do a bayonet charge from here. You can. There is a lamppost just short. It's right in front of me there. You can't see it. There's a lamppost which you can jump to and grab without needing a bayonet charge. So you can get up here without the bayonet charge, but that was just the easiest way after being on top of the building. So there's multiple ways to get up there. One balcony you can just get up here. We tried to see if we could get into. By the way, yes, that's Kar98. Shout out to him for helping me find some of these spots, or just accompanying me while I was spending hour upon hour finding all these spots. And some of these spots are the most tricky spots in any of the maps you've seen that I've done.
Did you just walk?
Yeah, essentially here you've got to just walk across to the right and grab. No running and jumping, as you won't get up. Yeah, and apologies for like loads of random cuts. Some of these spots are so hard, or not so much so hard, but it's quite hard to do first attempt. So I have just cut it so you don't see me jumping and failing for 10 minutes while I was learning how to do these spots. But yeah, so you can see there how we've got up.
God.
Use the light that's on the edge of the building.
Yes.
And essentially now we can go across all the edges of the rooftops of the building on this side.
Hang on. That's such a cool screenshot. Right, look, stay there, let's see how far I can go. There's a barrier right here, but let's just see, come on. Right, yeah, I'm back in bounds. Don't wait till I say it's safe though, because otherwise we fuck each other. Watch out, stay there. Spawn on me. I wasn't sure whether to speed up some of these parts, because I obviously want to show you where you can exactly go across all the rooftops. And this is a recording of me as I was finding it, so I'm a bit slow going through it. So hopefully, you know, you don't get bored watching one spot for too long. If you do, just fast forward it a bit, or just skip forward, and you'll obviously you'll see the next spot. But we've destroyed the fucking building now.
Oh. Für was, wenn ich fragen darf?
So here again, blowing the building in the same corner, and this building here is the one that's also that's basically the third or enterable building you can get into around the roundabout. in this center of the map. And then obviously you've got the building over at C, which I'll show you how to get on at the end, which is really easy, and it's just jumping from the bridge onto it. Or there's multiple ways, blowing the building up, or jumping on the doors from the balconies. But yeah, so obviously everyone pretty much knows you could get on the roof back there. But you can, indeed, obviously, as you see, jump to the corners of the other buildings and get up as well. And you can pretty much get on every single balcony in the game. A lot of the balconies I haven't shown how to get on individually because you can pretty much get on top of all the rooftops, which is arguably a much better spot than being in the balcony. But yeah, every balcony you can pretty much get into, apart from the ones that are close to the church, because obviously the game developers have suspected that you could be able to possibly jump into those balconies from the church. I don't know why they'd stop you from doing it, but yeah, those ones you can't. So again, another blowing up the corner of the building. This building here is, I'm not sure if it's American spawn, but yeah, you can see where it's down the opposite side of the map to where we started off the video. Over towards past the church.
Yeah, I'm on here.
So first spot here you can see is just jumping off, and you can get on this ledge, which you can't climb up to normally. And I've just fast forwarded this part. You'll see I basically just run across and see how far I can go. But yeah, it's a nice little ledge. No one will expect you here. You can hide in the bushes if you wanna play like that.
I can't get past this. Okay, thing is, can we climb across? Hang on. I realised I want to get past here. So when you put in British English. Stay there. Yeah, no, but stay there. Yeah, you jumped off now.
No.
Now this jump here is so hard. I never managed to actually do it myself, but luckily Kurt managed to do it first time, so I spawned on him and without bothering wasting more time trying to get on there. But obviously, as you can see, if you practice it and you learn how to do it, you can make that jump nice and easy. And then obviously this is where you get to, as you get on this side of the ledges and the roofs. It's not a very useful spot, but it's really cool to see that you can get here, and you can snipe people in the church from here. It'd be funny if you killed someone from here in the church. But what is also beneficial is I did find after this about 4 or 5 hour session is you can jump to the other side, which is more useful being on the roadside, which you'll see in a second.
Can you get onto that one?
Watch over there!
Can you imagine sniping someone in the church from here? Can you imagine that? Same place, but... Now the question is, can you go anywhere else?
So here we are. This is the same rooftop, just jumping to the outside or towards the roadside. Again, and also this will be more useful because you can see enemies that are on the road. Although you have got no cover, I guess you got the element of surprise and the idea that most enemies don't look up. But most of these spots, as you'll see, are pretty cool to see where you can get. But you're probably not going to use most of them in the game. But it's really cool to see the fact that you've played the game for 4 years. Obviously, this map hasn't been out for the whole course of the game, but the fact that a lot of these spots, people have probably never ever walked on or touched, if you know what I mean. So it's just pretty cool to see you've been in places you've never ever been before. So again, also I'd like to say if you have watched this far and you've liked any of the spots, please drop a like, because it's taken me absolutely so long to make these videos. And then I guess a tip, if you are going to go finding spots or just in general, the game developers obviously all these different houses are mostly the same. All the props, basically, everything they make to put in and populate the map, they reuse around the map loads and loads and loads of times. And so once you learn how to climb up, or you are able to get up one prop or one item or one thing within the map, you know that you can replicate that on pretty much majority of the time. You can replicate it on the same prop wherever else it has been used in the map. So you'll see, you probably have seen it already at the start of the video, and you will see multiple times towards the end of the video now, or getting to the midway. With the tractor, see the window panels, the wooden window panels, the blue ones. If you are able to get a certain height, you are able to climb up on the window panels. So you'll see me use the tractor. There's the house window layout. There's a balcony to the right side of a window with 2 panels, and you're able to climb up the 2 panels using a tractor and then climb into the balcony. And this house, this prop, is used multiple times. So you'll see that you're able to use the tractor to get up every single house that has that that layout, which is, you know, which is awesome, because you can get on pretty much every house in the game basically. And this is that layout I was saying about. Fortunately here you don't need the tractor for this one to get on top of the roof, because you've got the car there, but you can also use the tractor as well, which I did end up doing to save me time, making that harder jump from the car at the start. But again, this is another, this is towards B flag now. So you've obviously climbed on the edge of the window panel onto the balcony. You climb onto the balcony, like the railing, and then you climb onto the light that's on the edge of the building, and therefore you can get up on top of the building. And a lot of these buildings have got this middle section here, which is a bit lower down. So it's beneath the death barrier or the ceiling barrier they put in, which is out of bounds. And you can therefore get on top of the whole thing. So it gives you perfect cover. You can put down a spawn beacon, so you can get teammates to spawn on you. And obviously, I'm pretty sure the enemies can't blow this part of the building up. So you're really well protected there. Which is a very useful spot that can be, and you can get up that spot without the need of using a vehicle.
Don't leave your fellow soldiers.
Now this is probably the best rooftop spot in the game, or one of, simply because you can go on loads of buildings. Unfortunately, you do need the tractor, obviously, or any other vehicle, or or using a tank to get up to this banister. But as soon as you're up on this balcony, you've literally just got to climb onto the railing and jump onto the rooftop, and you've pretty much got access then to all the rooftops on the 3 or 4 buildings that I'm currently on now. And then the buildings which are in front of me now, across the road, you can do a bayonet charge from in multiple locations at the top of this building here. You can do a bayonet charge and you can get on top of all the buildings over there as well. So just using a tractor to get up on the window panels in this one section behind me, you can get up on top of all of these buildings here around B flag. So yeah, pretty much every building in Provence is accessible to get on top of, whether you need to use a vehicle or not. But yeah, so it's very, very cool.
It should just work, but... now this building here is also around B flag, and this is the building you can normally just come in.
I don't know why it's so hard.
We hadn't learned at this point where we have to blow up the building, because this is one of the first buildings we tried to climb up, but I've just put it later in the video because it's not as cool or interesting as the earlier ones. But either way, once you learn how to blow this building up, you can get on top of this building as well, around B flag, which obviously is nice. You can get into the tree. Unfortunately, you can't jump along the edge of any of the other rooftops over here. We've tried multiple times. There's just no way to possibly grab it. Maybe if you try a bit longer, you might be able to. But yeah, essentially you can get onto the other rooftops if you can get the height. But yeah, so that's another building there around B flag which you can get on top of. Now these two buildings here, close to one of the spawns, I still can't remember which spawns, which side. Oh, there we are. There's the American spawn. So these two houses near the American spawns are really unique. You can get up to both of them. Again, like I was saying about the props, using the tractor and the window panels in this layout. The cool thing about these two buildings is you can actually go inside of them. As you'll have seen in the rest of the video, every time you get up onto a balcony, there's invisible barriers which stop you from getting into the buildings. But the two buildings here near the American spawn, you can indeed get into. And then obviously you'll see I'll use explosives to be able to get on top of both buildings as well. And you can see the church from here, so it'd be really fun if you kill someone with a sniper from all this way away on top of these buildings. So if you spawn on the American side, it is actually, even though you've got to use a vehicle, it is very nice and easy to, you're not going to get interrupted by enemies because you're basically still in your spawn. So you're going to have plenty of time to do it. Just make sure you get the tractor at the start of the game, straight here, and then you can snipe enemies that get straight into the top of the church. There's always people who go to the top of the church. And this building's a really weird one. There's multiple balconies all around the building, but for some reason there's like a house built inside this house, which you'll see is just a really weird layout. And obviously I'll use explosives, you'll see, to let us access the other half of the house. And then obviously blow it up, and you can climb on top of this house the same as you can with the other one.
Return to the battle, soldier.
So this is another using the same props again. See, they've reused this house, or this layout with the two panels and the balcony next to the window. This is by the church. Obviously, as you can see, you have to use a bayonet charge on this one to get a bit higher up, and then it's the same again. You can just jump straight onto the rooftop, and you're on the rooftop. It's a very tricky one, this one, but it's nice to see that you can pretty much get on every single building in the map in some way, shape, or form using bayonet charges, vehicles, or other methods or means.
Charge!
patch anything for forever now. Break this window, and then you jump and grab. You gotta turn and grab. But here you gotta do like a turn, grab in the corner, and then boom. And you can go all the way here. All the buildings and windows are just invisible. I wonder if what can you see over there? I wonder if you can shoot anyone over there, I don't know. Actually, there's out of bounds, isn't it?
No, why?
Yeah, you got all this. Well, that didn't work. Alright, crouch. Turn. Back up a bit. Yeah. Now the question is now. I can't remember how to do it. There we go. Boom. That's another one. Kurt, sir. I've done that before. I'm pretty sure it's not possible. I mean, you can jump into the windows though, I think. Yeah. If you want another way in. Oh, no. Stay there. There. Ah, fuck. No. Maybe that's not so good. But what if you can bayonet charge into this one?
Danger! Over there!
What if you can bayonet charge into this one? And then you can get... from here, and then I'm pretty sure you can get up. There you go, I'm up. Right, can I do this then?
After this game, no sound, no feeling, no color, absolute nothing. And I give a shit on the gameplay, but the rest is also bullshit.
Charge!
They invest zero money and cash out.
Now these spots here, on the community games, there's not many, some of the fortifications are not the same as when you're actually playing online. So there are sandbags around this location here which will allow you to get up without the use of a tractor. Obviously I used a tractor because there was no sandbags while doing it in a private lobby on community games. But yeah, so you can get up. I thought you could get up on the rooftops from here, but essentially you can just use this sign and you can just, you know, look around the corners with a height advantage. It doesn't do much, but again, it's a spot you can get to. I probably won't, if there's nothing else now in the rest of the video, I won't bother commentating on because it's all the same as what you've seen within the first half of the video. So obviously I'll leave, I'll put a song on, leave the rest of the game, the video play out, and I have got recordings ready to make an Arras Ultimate Guide. So obviously make sure you drop a like and stay tuned for that one. Subscribe if you want to see that one. But yeah, hopefully this video has helped you. Or rather not helped you, but it's just been fun, been interesting. Maybe you can use some of these spots, maybe not, and it's just cool to see. But without further ado, I will leave you with the video, and I'll see you on the next one. My brain's fried because I've done this for 15 hours now. Ciao.
Warriors around, don't get caught in the mosh pit. Fuel to the fire, ain't nobody can stop it. Trouble in my city, but you know I'm across it. Got a 40 on my hip and I'm liable to spark it. Throw down these hits, my click is indivisible. I aim, you duck, I squeeze, now you invisible. I'm not afraid of getting physical. All these different chemicals are fogging up my visuals. Bloods on my hands, got slugs on my gunners. Yo, we notorious, we ain't no runners. Bloods on my hands, got slugs on my gunners. Yo, we some warriors, they ain't called gunners. Bloods on my hands, got slugs on my gunners. Bloods on my hands, got slugs on my gunners. Put on my strap, put on the beat, put on the map, put on my team. Take out every motherfucker in between, know what I mean? Better my stealth, better my aim, better my rap, better my name. Killing rappers on my hang, I'm by their chains for the fame. Never thought I would it, now I'm running. You don't wanna follow me, I'm up.